Yeah, so now everything is fine, guys.
Yes, Ravi, fine.
Yes, fine.
Okay, so the question is, guys, okay, the question is, the people are thinking about that here we are not adding Jackson API now. We are at the time of creating the project, we are not what? We are not adding in the pom.xml Jackson API. No need, guys. Okay, whenever we are adding what? MQs, right? Directly, what is that? Jackson dependency will add. You want to see this? Let's see this. Jackson APIs is there na? Jackson bundle, Jackson annotation, Jackson core, all those is there na, guys? Come on.
Yeah,
Yes,
it's
Ravi.
So whenever we are taking the MQs dependency, no need to what? Explicitly add any dependency for what? Jackson API, right? Jackson API, everything will come what? Everything will come what? By default now, right? By default, everything will come, right? Okay, good. So here what we will do it now. First, what we need to create? What object, right? We need to create what is that object, right? Which one we need to convert in the JSON format, right? Come on, this one. This, let's work on this area now, guys. Okay, first what we will do it now. First we will work on this area now. Okay, so Malayadri Chinnu, difference between Apache Kafka and confident Kafka, sir. Okay, Malyadri, still we are not entering now. Whenever we will enter in the Kafka topic, I will tell. Okay, I will tell, because the right time is not there. Okay, time is not right. Okay, question is correct. I'm saying na, question is correct, but time is not right. Okay, so okay, com.rk.model, right? Com.rk.model. So let's create the package name. Same package here also, right? So right click, new, take as what? Class. So here what is that? Model, right?
Yes,
Model. So
Ravi.
what is that? Product. Product. Now finish it. Finish it, right? So now what we will do it now. Here what is that? Product ID, product code, and product cost is there na.
Yes, Ravi.
Private what?
Private
Private integer.
PID.
Yes, private integer what? PID, right? PID. Okay, good. Another one is what? Private string prod name, prod code, right? Let's take prod code. Okay, so this one also let's take what? Prod ID, right? And this one also take as what? Private double cost na. Come on. Okay, so good. So but what we need to generate? What? Setter getter method na, guys? Come on, we need to generate what? Setter getter method also, right?
Data.
So what we will take at the rate data. Yeah, at the rate what? Data
Data.
annotation. At the rate data annotation. Now okay, I want to generate what? Setter getter, sorry, zero param constructor and argument constructor also. What is that annotation? All are constructor annotation is there, right?
All are
Okay,
good
and
constructor.
what?
No
No
are
are,
constructor.
no are constructor, right? Okay, fine. Now so our entity class or model class is ready now, guys. Okay, our entity class or what? Model class is ready now. But what we need to do? What we need to do? Last time we saw that, right? We saw that, just we completed that discussion, right? How we can convert, right? How we can convert what? This object data in what? JSON. So for that we need to write some logics also na, to convert this object into what? To convert this object into JSON format, right? Come on, we need to write the logic na, guys. Come on.
Yes,
Yes.
Ravi.
Otherwise how our
Yes.
application will convert this data? There is no way to convert, right? We need to write some logics now. So for that purpose what we will do it now, if in the project in the real time also, right? In the real time, if we are writing anything, what is that? What is related to what? The like our spring framework is a modular framework na. So because except module, right? If we want to include our module, then what we are saying that class, what we are saying that class, we are saying that class as what? Utility class na, util class na. That is helper classes. Come
Yes,
on.
Ravi.
Come on, guys.
Helper classes, yes, right.
Helper classes.
Yes,
Some
Ravi.
helper classes we are writing, right? So that class name we are giving as what? Utility, right? Utility classes. Come on. In the
Yes,
project also, right? In the project,
yes,
I'm
Ravi.
talking about the real time terminology now, guys. Okay, so those logic we will write inside that what? Those logic we will write inside that what? Utility classes. So let's write it, right? Let's write it. Just now we completed that what? That converter class, that converter logic only we will write in that utility class. So here what I'm doing now, let's create one more package, right? So new, let's take what is that? Util, right? So here just what I'm doing now, so here what we will do it now, we will write one what, we will write one what? Util class. So let's take what a Jackson, Jackson right? Jackson util, right? Util, Jackson util, right? Okay, fine. Now good. So one class is ready now, guys. So how our container will know that what this is the utility class? How our container will create the object of this this util class now? What annotation we need to apply on the top of this class now, guys? Component. Very good. Component, right? Component. Okay, good. So here what we will do it now, we need to write what? Converter logic, right? Converter logic in this utility class, guys. Okay, in this utility class. So let's take one method, right? Let's take one our own method. So what I'm doing now, public string, I'm taking what? Public string what? To JSON, right? To JSON. Now return null. Now I'm returning null. Later we will return it, right? Later we will return it. So here what is that? Which object we need to convert in the JSON format? Product, right? Come on. Product object we need to convert, na guys?
Product.
Yes.
Product, right? Product, right?
Product.
Product, right? PRD. Just I'm taking, guys. Okay, so inside this method what we will do it now, we will write the logic, right? We will write the logic. What logic? Just we completed that logic only I'm converting in this utility class, guys. Okay, so what we will take? Very good, very good, very good, Pushpendra, right? So now here what I'm to, but what is that? That one is throwing what? Checked exception, na? Come on.
Checked exception.
Yes. Switch off your camera. Someone is on. Okay, so switch off your camera. Who's that? Who's that? Who is open their camera? Sankar, Pandiri Sankar, Pandiri Sankar. Your name is Pandiri Sankar, right? Pandiri, Pandiri Sankar. What are you doing? Switch off your camera. Right, so here what we will do it now, try, right? Inside that what we will take as what? Object mapper, right? New object mapper, right? Object mapper. Now okay, inside that what is the method to convert what? Object data in the JSON format? Very good, right?
Value as
value as what? String, right? Value as what? String. In this argument what we will pass now? This product, right? Coming product argument we will pass, right? Product, right? So this one will return what? This method will return what? String data, na guys? Come on. Come on, we are getting the yeah. So here what we will do it now? String JSON equal to null, right? JSON equal to null. Okay, so this is the logic, and what we will do it now? This JSON we will return here. This data. So whenever we will call this method, what? This method, this logic will return what? JSON data, right?
Print stack trace.
Print stack trace. Now good. Okay, so this one is ready now. Again, again we need to write one more method in this utility class. What method we need to write it now, guys? What method we need to write it? We need to write what? Convert what? JSON data also in what? Object format
JSON
na?
to object.
JSON to object now,
Yes,
right?
Ravi.
JSON to object now. Let's write that one method also. So here, what is that? I'm taking what? Public, because this method will return what?
Public
Same the object na. So we need to take the return type as what? Product na, guys. Come on.
product type.
Product, right?
Product. Yes, Ravi.
Product. Yeah. So product. Okay, good. So product from the JSON, right?
To
From
object.
the JSON. From the JSON now. Good. So okay, fine. So here also we need to take one is argument, right? Here let's return now, return null. Later we will return the actual value. So this is the method. Now inside that, what we will do it now, this one we need to send what is that? JSON data, right? So JSON is
Send it.
what? By default is string only na, guys. Come on.
Type. Yes,
JSON.
Ravi.
I'm taking the argument as a what? A JSON. This is the method. Inside that, what we will do it now? We will write the logic now, guys. Okay, we will write the logic. So what is the logic now? What is the logic now? So here I'm taking what?
Try catch block.
Product. Here I'm taking what? Product.
Try catch block.
Product PRD equal to null. Null. Okay, fine now, guys. So here let's take what? Try and catch. Try and a catch block, right?
Yes, Ravi.
Dot print is stack trace. Okay, good. So here we need to write the logic. What logic we need to write it? New object mapper.
Object dot write.
Object mapper dot what?
Read.
Read value. Very good.
Read value.
Read value, right? Read values. Yeah. So here we need to take what is that? File. File is what? What is the file? This is the JSON data na, guys. This JSON data will come right at the runtime. So here what is that? Here what it's we need to
Product
convert in which
class.
format? Product object na.
Product class.
Very good. Very good. Product dot what? Class, right? Product dot class, and this one will return what is that? The same object PRD, right? PRD, and here what we will do it now? This object we will return, right? Now our utility class is ready now, guys. Okay, now our utility class is ready now. Then we need to focus on what? Then we need to focus on what? Our what? Which one? Which area we need to mom, right? Which one will send the data, right? Which one will send the data? We need to focus on,
data.
yeah, which we need to write that logic, right? That logic, which class will send our what? Which class will send what is that? GMS template, GMS template messages to whom? Our consumer application. That area we also need to write na. Come on.
Yes, Ravi.
Yeah.
So before that what we need to prepare the property also na, guys. Come on, I hope the people are remember. So now how our application will what interact, how our application will interact with what? Mom server. What is the key now? Spring dot what? Active MQs.
Broker URL.
Yes, ActiveMQs broker URL, right? ActiveMQs broker URL. Another one is what? Spring dot what? ActiveMQs username, right? User, right? User.
Yes.
User. And another one is what? Spring dot what? MQs
dot
password.
Password.
Yeah, password. password, right? So here, what is that? What is that? Which kind of like protocol is using our mom server now to transferring the data? TCP, right?
TCP.
TCP. Now colon
Yes.
TCP. Now colon /
Localhost
localhost.
Localhost
colon
6161.
6161
Yes.
8161, I think.
616161
6161
6.
right?
Yes, sir.
61616. Okay, good. Now here, what is that? Admin. Username is what? Admin, and password also what? Admin only, na?
Yes, Ravi.
But here what?
Yes.
Our application want to communicate. What is that? Communicate as a what? As a what? A peer-to-peer communication. Then what is the key now? Spring dot jms dot pub sub, right? Pub sub domain, na? Come on, guys. This one is by
Yes, Ravi.
default is
True.
false, right? No, by default this one is a false. If we make true, then what is that? Peer to peer. Sorry,
Yes.
sorry, good, you are good, correct. So if we make this one as a what? True, then what is that? Pub sub communication will be there. If we make as a what? If this one is a false, then what is that?
Peer to
Peer
peer.
to peer to peer communication is there, right? Peer to peer
Yes, Ravi.
communication is there. Now we need to write the logic. Now we need to write the logic for what? For what? For to sending the messages to whom? Our consumer. Then again we need to take what? One class, na guys? One class. So now what I'm doing now? I'm taking one service class. So what is that? So com dot what? I'm taking what? Service now.
Service.
Okay, so that let's take what? Producer service. Producer service, right? Producer service. Now finish it. Producer service. Okay, so what we will do it now? Service class. Now let's take @ service annotation. We can take component also,
Service.
service annotation also, right? Because we are making this class as a what? Service now. Okay, guys. So
Yes, Ravi.
how our application will start to sending the data? So we need to what? GMS template now. Come on. Come on.
Yes, Ravi.
GMS, right? GMS template.
Template.
GMS templates JT. I'm taking what? JT, and we need to make this one as what? Has a relation now. @AutoWire.
Auto.
@AutoWire. Inside that, what we will do it now? We need to send the data, right? We need to our what? Send this data to whom? Our producer consumer application. So for that, we need to write one method. So I'm writing what? Public boolean send the data, right?
Yes, Ravi.
Send the data, right? Send the data. Okay, so now fine. So send data. So this one is taking as a what? String type as what? Argument. Let's make a little bit more easy this concept, right? Okay, good. I'm not taking what? Any return, just a return null. Okay, because if I like inject the subject another way, na, the people will catch easily null. Oh, sorry.
That boolean is either
Yeah,
true or false.
let's take is
Ravi,
a false, right?
for this, we have to
So
take one flag also.
yeah, I will take it, right? I will take. Okay, so good. Okay, now only let's take what? Boolean sent, right? Sent equal to false. Let's take, and this one make as what? Here only. Okay, so fine.
Semicolon.
Now fine, guys. Okay, so our responsibility is what? Our responsibility is what? To define the destination name of this application. Means what? We need to send the data, right? Using what? GMS template. It's having what? One method. What is the method name now, guys? Anyone remember it? Send method is there now. Come on.
Yes,
People
Ravi. Send method with 3 parameters, I think.
yes, 2 parameter, right? 2 parameter.
2
Now
parameter.
that one is throwing the exception. So just what I'm doing now? I'm taking that. Okay. So what we will do it now, jetty, right? Let's take the jetty dot what, send method is there, right? Send my method is there. It's having what, two argumented method. This one is what, two argumented. First one is what, destination, right? Destination is what, string type na guys. Come on, see this. What is the destination return type is now?
Final. Sorry. Void.
No, I'm not talking. I'm talking about the argument is what. What is the return type? String na? Huh?
String
String
type.
type.
So this one is taking
Yes,
a string
sir.
only, right?
Yes,
Come
Ravi,
on.
destination.
So now what we will do it now, we will
Yes, Ravi.
give what is that, this ID, right? This ID I'm talking about. I hope the people are remember. 1 minute again, I need to go back now. Here I'm writing this one now, guys. Okay, I'm talking about this name. Come on, destination means what, we need to
Yes,
give
Ravi,
the
remember.
unique
Yes, sir.
project name, we need to give na. Come on, already discussion is happened, guys. Okay,
Yes,
Yes.
Ravi.
already last
Yes,
weekend
Ravi.
weekend this discussion is completed. Again, I am not able to again explain this one. Okay, just capture, become a dynamic person, guys. Okay, so
Okay, Ravi, okay.
yeah, fine. So destination, right? So what we will do it now, we need to read, we will read what is that destination name as what, dynamic. So here what is that, what I'm taking now, let's take what, private string, private string destination, right? Destination name, right? Let's take this destination name as what, dynamically, right? Dynamically. So what we will do it now, so how we will read it,
Value.
at the rate value, right? We will write that value, inside that we will write what, that a property.
Some property file.
Dollar, single bracket.
So just
Curly
what,
braces.
so what name we will give now, guys? What, let's give what, my GMS destination, right?
Yes, Ravi.
Okay, so this this key must be there in what, property also. So what I'm doing now, so here
Property
what we
file.
will do it now, let's decide one name, right? Name. So just what name we will decide it now, producer or product, right? Now this one only, right? Good. Product one, let's give product one only. Product one. Okay, so this data is will come what, as a dynamic at a runtime here, and what we will do it now, we will pass this one as what, we will pass this
Destination file.
destination in this argument now. Clear?
Yes, Ravi.
Yes, Ravi.
Paste.
Destination
Now
name.
so lambda
Yes.
expression, last time we wrote what is that, for the here it's a need what, message na. So the message will come as what, runtime. So what is that, string message, right? String message now. So here what is that, anybody is remember that how we wrote what, lambda expression about what, text messages?
Session.
Very good.
Auto
Okay.
token session. Create text message.
Session dot what, session dot create text message was there, right? Inside this one,
Yes, created.
create text, right? Yeah, create text message with what, argumented, right? Argumented, and this this argument message we will pass here now.
Pass this message.
Yes, so now,
Yes, Ravi.
right, so our what, our what, GMS GMS template logic is ready now, guys. Okay, GMS template logic is ready now. So next what we need to do next, we need to write one runner class, right? runner class, or let's use what is that, our scheduler concept only, na? Scheduling concept.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
but
Gone.
yes,
Let's product
before
Enable,
enabling,
sir.
before doing that, we need to enable the scheduler, na?
Enable schedule.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
enable, sir.
Schedule.
Enable scheduling, right? I'm
Scheduling.
enabling the scheduling
The
now, guys.
scheduling.
So again, what we will do it now, again we need to write one more what scheduling method, right? Which one will send every time the data, which one will send every time data, right? Every time data to whom? Our produce application. So now right click, new, take a class, right? So here what I'm doing now, so let's take com.rk.schedule or produce data, right? Produce data. So here what, data, right? Producer data. Now this is the class name. Okay, good. So fine now, guys. So after then what we will do it now, how our container will create the object of this class. Now we need to apply at the rate component, na?
Component.
At the rate component, right? Inside that what we will do it now, we need to make this service class as has a relation with what, this class, na? Come on, private producer data,
Yes, Ravi.
producer service, right?
Service.
Producer service, producer service. Then we need to make that this one as what, at the rate auto
Right.
Oi.
wire, right? Okay, good. So now we need to write one method, right? We need to write one method which one will send what is that, every 5 second or 10 second the data, right? Data. So what is that? I'm writing what, public
Another one
what,
method.
void send, right? Send, right? Just take send method only, right? This is the method. Inside that what we will do it now, we need to write one what, we need to write what, one logic. So how we will write the logic? But first what is that, let's decide it, right? Let's decide this method every what, every 5 second or 10 second, this method will is execute. So what is that, scheduled using cron expression, right? Cron expression, using cron expression, what we will do it now, we need to give what, expression. So let's give what, every 5 seconds, right? Sorry. So 6 star, let's give 1 2 3 4 5 6 stars are there na?
Yes.
So now every 5 second or 10 second, right? Let's take 10 seconds. So here 10. Okay.
By 10. Yeah.
So every 10 seconds what, this method will execute, or means produce the data to whom, consumer, right? So fine now. So which data we need to send, which data we need to send, we need to send what is that, product data, right? Product data, we need to send what is that, product data, guys. Okay, so fine. So now let's do that, right? Let's do that. But the problem in this development, one problem is there, guys. Okay. So because you know the send data will take what, but this method, what is that, this where in the service logic, right? What is that, this is the argument, na? This is the argument as a string. It's this method want, right? Come on, guys. Today
Yes,
I'm
Ravi.
very good example I will give. What is that, overloading in the real time, or where we will use what, overloading concept in our project. You guys can blindly tell, right? If once, if you guys are doing what, if you guys are doing the practical, this is the, I'm going to give what, a good example of what, overloading and the real time use cases also you will get. Okay, so fine, guys. Okay, so now let's, okay, first write it. Okay, so what we will do it now, guys? So we need to call what is the service data send here, na? So because that method will execute every time, na? we need to call this method, right? We need to call this
Yes, sir.
method,
Yes, sir.
but this method want what? This method want what? A string, right? A string. This method want what? A string, guys, come on.
Yes, Ravi.
Yes. String.
Guys, be serious, right? Because 10-minute discussion is very serious discussion is going to start, right? So if even if everyone is included in this session, really you guys will get what? One real time scenario here. What if you guys are sitting in the interview, if the person is asking where we are loading, where we are using overloaded concept, right? Then you guys can give what is that, like what, if our programming requirement is this one, there we are using what, overloading concept. Interviewer will what, definitely that interviewer will know that okay, he's having good knowledge, right? So now fine, so here what I'm going to do now, just what, I'm calling the using what, service using what is the service dot what, I'm calling the, what is the method now, what is the method, send data na, send data, right? And this one is asking what, and what is the returning now, this one is returning boolean na, come on, boolean,
Yes, Ravi.
boolean sent, come on, I'm calling this method now, guys, okay, I'm calling this method. So what is the return type? Boolean, and it's asking integer, come on. Come on,
String,
yeah.
Ravi.
Guys, everyone give the response. I need everybody response now, guys, because of that I'm forcing now, okay?
Yes, Ravi.
Unmute yourself, guys, okay? Unmute yourself, okay? So but what is our requirement? We need to send the product data, right? Come on, yaar, we need to send the product get data, means what is that, object data, right?
Yes, Ravi.
Means what,
Yes.
if we send directly, if we send one, then what I'm doing now, here I'm creating product, right? Product p equal to new product, p equal to new product, right? Okay, let's take constructor as a constructor, right? Product. So I'm taking this one now, I'm taking this one. So what is that here, what I'm doing now, here just I'm taking what, 101, right? 101 product code, just let's take what is that, mobile, right? Or let's take what, pin, right? String data na, pin. Okay, so cost, just I'm taking what is that, 30.0. Okay, okay, this is the cost. But what is that, this method need what, this method need string data. If we are sending string or data, right, data, then this one is taking fine. But what is that, our requirement, what our requirement to send this object data, right? Come on, analyze it, guys, everyone.
Yes.
Active yourself
Yes,
now.
Ravi.
But if we send this what, if we send this one as what, then what, this method is not taking now. What is that, what is method,
Yes.
send data is type product service is not
Argument is
applicable
string.
for this argument. Come on.
Yes.
Yes, Ravi.
So then what we will do it now, how we will resolve this issue now? Anybody know that overloading concept, same method, but what, this different argument? Come on.
Yes.
Yes, Ravi.
That is called what,
Different
overloading. That is called what, overloading. Same method, return type, what is
overloading.
that, is modifier is same, but what is that, argument is different, is
Method
nothing but
signature.
what, that is nothing but what, overloading. Come on.
Method overloading.
So what
Yes.
we will do
Yes,
it
Ravi.
now, guys? So here we will do it, what we will do it now, here just what we will do it now, here we will write one more method, right? Same method we will write. Let's write the same method only, right? So I'm just copying the same method and I'm pasting here, and inside that what I'm doing now, let's remove everything. I'm removing everything, right? I'm removing everything. So here I'm making this one as what, null. Overloading, method overloading, guys, I'm doing the method overloading. And here what I'm doing now, I'm taking product as a what, argument. product PRD, product PRD. I'm writing, right? So this is the overloading method now, guys. Come on. Come on.
Yes,
Yes.
This is the overloading now. Come on. Same method, but what is the different argument? Come on. Same method, but what different argument is nothing but what? Nothing but what? Overloading na? Oh, method
Method
overloading.
overloading.
Everyone is getting my point?
Yes,
Yes.
Ravi.
Everyone? Okay, so
Yes,
what we
Ravi.
will do it now, guys? What we will do it now? We need to convert, we need to write the logic what? About to convert what? This object inside this one. So what we will do it now? We will take our utility class here also. So private, what I'm taking now? Jackson
JSON util.
Utility.
Jackson util, and we need to make this one as a what? Auto add. We need to make this one as a what? Auto add. And what we will do it next? What we will do it now? Next, what we will do it now? We need to make this one as a what? We need to make this one as a what? Sorry, we need to write the logic here. So what logic we need to do? Because here only, right? Here only this product data we need to convert in the JSON format. Means what? Whenever we are getting the JSON format in the Java, what is that? String type only, na guys? Come on.
Yes, Ravi.
Yes.
Yes. So good. So what we will do it now? We will take the utility class reference, right? Utility class reference, and what we
Yes,
will do
Ravi.
it now? Come here. Then
Call
we
the
will call this method.
method.
Then we will call this method, right?
Yes, Ravi.
To
To
JSON,
JSON.
right? To JSON. Okay. So I'm calling that method to JSON. I'm calling that method, and what we will do it now? We will pass this what?
Pass the
Product inside this argument.
product.
And would now come here again. Then after then what is the return type now? What is the return type now, guys?
String type.
String type, right? If we are
String.
calling this
String.
method, right? If we are calling this method, means what? Our data will convert in what? JSON format, and we are getting the string of message, right? String of data na. Come on.
Yes, Ravi.
So
Yes,
so
Yes, Ravi.
now this one will return what? String, right? String
String.
string. Let's take JSON, right? JSON, string of JSON we are getting now. Come on.
Yes, Ravi.
Now what we will do do it now? Let's intelligently, let's do the work. So what we will do it?
send data.
Call this method, right? Call this method here, return this method here now, and here pass this JSON data, because it's a need. What is that? String data only na, and JSON data is string only na. Come on. Come on,
Yes,
people.
Ravi.
People are getting my
Yes, Ravi.
point. Because at the runtime, what is that? See this. See matching method, right? In this class, right? In which class? In the product service. Our control will come what? Our control will come what? Whenever we will call based on that argument. What kind of argument is there? Product argument is there. Then what is that? Control will come in this class. Then in this class, what is that? Product. That method will search. What is that? Our control will search. Okay, string matching method, right? So which one? Matching method? Product is a matching method, right? Then what is that? Control will enter, right, in this one. Then what will happen internally? What? Then this data means what? Then our object will convert in JSON format. Then what is that? Control will come here. Then this one is suddenly what is that? This here. Then control will using this method. What is that? This method will call. Then this method will execute, and what is that? It's a returning true and false na. If true and false, then what is that? It's a returning here true and false, and this method will execute. Come on, our process will done like this na, guys. Come on. Core Java,
Yes,
core
sir.
Java,
Yes,
guys.
Ravi.
Okay. Core Java. Huh?
Yes, yes.
So now fine now, guys. Okay, so good. So here what? This one will return. Now here write the logic if condition, right? If sent, right? If sent, so here what? Sys out. If sent, here what? Sys out.